Have you ever looked at the houses and buildings in your neighborhood and wondered who owns them? All of these are real estate, land, and the buildings on it. Real estate investing is simply buying property to make money, not just to live in. You're not just buying a home, you're buying a business that can build your wealth. Many think real estate is only for the super rich, but it's for regular people too. Teachers, nurses, maybe even you. The core idea: buy a property and let it make money for you. This could be a small house, a duplex, or even a unit in an apartment building. The goal is to turn property into a source of income that works for you, even while you sleep. Being a real estate investor means being a problem solver and a business owner. You find a property with potential, buy it, and manage it to create value. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a proven path to financial freedom that takes effort and patience. Think of it like planting a tree. You nurture it, and over time, it grows into something valuable. In this guide, we'll break down how people make money with property, the good and the bad, and what you need to get started. By the end, you'll know if real estate investing is right for you. Let's unlock the secrets of building wealth through real estate, one step at a time. When you invest in real estate, you're hoping to make money. Simple as that. There are two main ways: cash flow from rent and appreciation. Cash flow is the money you get each month from tenants, after paying expenses like mortgage, taxes, and repairs. For example, if you collect $1,500 in rent and your expenses are $1,200, your cash flow is $300 a month. Appreciation is when your property's value increases over time. If you buy a house for $200,000 and it's worth $250,000 5 years later, that's $50,000 in profit. You only get this money when you sell or refinance. Most successful investors use both. They buy properties with positive cash flow and hold them as they appreciate. The monthly cash flow helps you now, while appreciation builds wealth for the future. It's like having a job that pays you every month, plus a big bonus every few years. This dual benefit is what makes real estate so powerful. Almost every real estate strategy relies on these two engines. Understanding them is the foundation of your investing journey. Cash flow keeps you afloat, appreciation builds your fortune. Master both, and you're on your way to financial freedom. That's the real magic of real estate. Let's dig deeper into rental income, your money mailbox. Rental income is steady, predictable cash that arrives every month, even when you're not working. This is called passive income, and it's the key to financial freedom. Imagine owning a 4-unit building, each renting for $1,000 a month. That's $4,000 in gross rent. After paying the mortgage, taxes, insurance, and repairs, let's say $3,200, you're left with $800 in profit every month. This is your net cash flow, money you can use or save for your next investment. The beauty of cash flow is its consistency. People always need a place to live. As long as your property is well maintained and in a good area, you'll likely have tenants. This steady income can be a safety net if you lose your job or want to save more. Over time, as you pay down your mortgage and rents rise, your cash flow grows. Start with one property, then use your profits to buy another. Soon, you could have several money mailboxes working for you. This is how ordinary people build real wealth and even quit their jobs. It all starts with that first property and that first stream of positive cash flow. Now, let's talk about appreciation, the silent partner in your real estate journey. While cash flow pays the bills, appreciation can make you truly wealthy. Appreciation means your property's value increases over time, often due to inflation or growing demand in your area. For example, buy a house for $250,000, and 10 years later, it's worth $375,000. That's $125,000 in equity, built quietly while you collected rent. You can also force appreciation by renovating a property, updating kitchens, fixing problems, and making it more attractive. Buy low, fix up, and suddenly your property is worth much more. This combination of natural and forced appreciation is a powerful wealth-building tool. You can sell for a profit or refinance to pull out cash and buy more properties. That's how investors scale up and grow their portfolios. Appreciation isn't instant, but over time, it can multiply your wealth. The key is patience and smart improvements. Let your property work for you, both through rent and rising value. That's the real estate investor's secret weapon. Build, hold, improve, and watch your wealth grow. Why do so many people love real estate investing? It comes down to 4 big advantages. First, control. You're the boss. You choose the property, set the rent, and decide how to manage it. Second, leverage. You can use other people's money, like a bank loan, to buy a property. A small down payment lets you control a much bigger asset. Third, tax benefits. You can deduct expenses like mortgage interest, taxes, insurance, and repairs. Plus, depreciation lets you write off part of the property's value each year. These tax breaks can save you thousands and boost your returns. Finally, real estate is tangible. You can see it, touch it, and it provides a basic human need shelter. Unlike stocks, it's not just numbers on a screen. This makes real estate feel more secure and real for many people. In a digital world, owning something physical is comforting. Combine control, leverage, tax benefits, and tangibility, and you have a uniquely powerful way to build lasting wealth. That's why real estate rocks. It's a proven path to financial security for millions, and it could be for you too. The key is to use these advantages wisely. Real estate isn't all sunshine. There are real risks and challenges. First, you need a lot of upfront cash for down payments, closing costs, and repairs. Saving this capital can be tough. Next, tenants. Good ones pay on time, but bad ones can damage your property or stop paying rent. Evictions are stressful and expensive. Vacancies are another risk. When your property is empty, you still pay the bills with no rent coming in. The market can also turn against you. Property values can drop, leaving you underwater on your mortgage. Economic downturns can make it harder for tenants to pay rent. Real estate is not passive at first. You're a landlord handling repairs, paperwork, and emergencies. You can hire a property manager, but that cuts into your profits. Whether you manage it or not, real estate takes time and attention. It's a business, not a hobby. Be ready for the work and the bumps in the road. Success comes to those who prepare for the challenges. Let's meet two investors, Sarah and Tom. Sarah took her time, learned the basics, saved money, and studied her local market. She found a solid house, ran the numbers, and made sure it would cash flow. After careful planning, she bought the property, fixed it up, and found great tenants. Her steady approach paid off. Her investment brought in reliable income and grew in value. Tom, on the other hand, rushed in after watching a get-rich-quick show. He bought a cheap house in a bad area without research or inspection. Major repairs wiped out his savings, and he struggled to find good tenants. When he finally did, they stopped paying rent and damaged the property. Tom faced costly evictions and months of paying the mortgage himself. The lesson? Real estate rewards education, patience, and planning. Rushing in without preparation can be a painful, expensive mistake. Be like Sarah. Learn, plan, and invest wisely. Don't be like Tom. Success in real estate isn't about being a genius, it's about building the right skills. First, learn to save money. You need capital to get started, so budget and cut unnecessary expenses. Second, commit to learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, and talk to local experts. Third, master deal analysis. Always run your own numbers to see if a property is a good investment. Patience is crucial. Real estate is a long-term game. It takes time to find the right deal and for your investment to grow. Don't rush. Wait for the right opportunity. Finally, take action. Education is useless if you never make a move. Avoid analysis paralysis. At some point, you have to act. Don't be reckless, but don't be afraid to start. Your first deal will be the hardest, but it builds your confidence. With each step, you'll get better and more comfortable. Build these habits, and you'll set yourself up for real estate success. The journey starts with your first smart move. So is real estate your golden ticket? The answer? It depends. Real estate isn't a lottery or a get-rich-quick scheme. If you jump in without learning or planning, it can be a disaster. But for disciplined, patient people, it can be a path to financial freedom. Start small, maybe with a single-family home or a duplex. House hacking, living in one unit and renting out the others, is a great way to learn with low risk. Real estate lets you use leverage, get tax breaks, and build both cash flow and long-term wealth. It's worked for millions of regular people. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. If you're willing to put in the work, real estate can be your golden ticket, but you have to earn it. With the right mindset and action, you can build a life of financial independence.